Help! Send help! I'm playing the Ooze! Hi everyone, welcome back to Frame Fatales. I was told, say hello, so I responded with screams of agony. Welcome to Frame Fatales Bad Games Block. We're continuing on with the Ooze. Thank you to Bro for the incredible raid, the Cuso Grande raid. I don't know what wall I'm painting, but I am terrified. I have Cassie here. Hi, Cassie.
Hello.
This is my fiance, Cassie, and she will be joining me to try and give the Ooze its due. All right.
Are we excited? I'm excited.
I'm something. Let's do it. Let me get ready. I don't have my splits up, which might be a good thing. So there's a very real chance I will not be able to complete this game. This is one of the hardest games I've ever played. So, you know, I have backups just in case, but you are warned. Ready?
I'm ready on my end.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. This is the Ooze. When I was asked to give it a genre, I called it an Ooze 'em up because there's not really much like it. It is a very hard, weird game for the Genesis. Boom! And it's really late in the console's life cycle. It was the tie-in game for the Nomad, if you know what that is. If you are a Sega dork like I am. God, I want a Nomad.
Same.
This is a top-down... Again, it doesn't really have any analogs. It's an Ooze 'em up. You play as the Ooze, and you... Maybe I can go ahead and just explain the story, and that might help a little bit. You are Dr. Kane, who works for the evil mega corporation called the Corporation, which is a very, very unique creative name. And you're a scientist, and you think that they might be up to some shady stuff because it's the year 2019 and, you know, corporations. So you go ahead and hack into the files, and you find out that they're planning on creating a super virus that will eradicate humanity, and they're going to hold humanity hostage for all of the money in the world, which is not how economy works, and that would crash the market. But anyway, they're going to do that. They find out you know, so they inject you with the virus and shove you down the toilet as you turn into Ooze. But you don't die. You become sentient Ooze. You become the Ooze, and now you are oozing through the toxic waste dumps just outside of the corporation, trying to make your way in to stop the evil CEO, and destroy the virus, and maybe get your body back. Spoilers, we will not be getting our body back. That requires 100%, and I love myself. Oh my god, I already died.
Oh no.
So let's explain how this game works. You are the Ooze, and your Ooze is your life. However, your head is also your life. Those snails have a weird hitbox. In fact, everything has a weird hitbox. I have no idea where I am in this level right now because I died. I don't want to start over. I have no idea where I am. I never die here. What am I doing? Oh my god. I'd never die there. Cassie, help. Okay.
Trying to figure out where you are here.
I had no idea where I was. I have never died.
You found a switch, so I think you're on the right track.
Yeah, I'm back on track. I think we're good. Going to continue down here. Like I said, there's a very real chance we'll die because one hit kills you. Your hitbox is nebulous at best, especially because it is Ooze. And yeah, and things can just kill you in one hit. So have fun. Also, it's really weird and hard to control. The Ooze has a certain viscosity to it. Like, it makes sense, it's Ooze, but like, it has... It's really hard to describe, but if I stop, I like kind of slither along just slightly.
And on this level in particular, it's really easy to get hung up along the edges and all these little barrels.
Yeah.
Everything centers around your head, and it's just really awkward to control.
Absolutely. Rip run? No, we're not rip and run yet. So every time I run this game, people always ask a few questions. Number one is, why are you randomly changing colors? I'm picking up items. Anytime I pick up a speed up boost, I turn yellow, and I go, "Roar!" So I definitely want the chat to do that every time I pick up one. Y'all ready? Roar! And anytime I pick up a DNA helix, which is you need to collect all of them for the 100% for the good ending, he goes, yes! So I want you to do that too, but I will probably not be picking up any more of those. And I just picked up a poison upgrade, which just makes it so anything you touch dies. And we're at the first boss, which is a good time to explain the game's fatal flaws. I've already explained fatal flaw number 1, which is that hitboxes are nebulous, and 2, which is even though the game has a snake-like mentality of your loses your health, your head is a one-hit kill. Those are 2 really bad fatal flaws. Fatal flaw number 3 is basically if your ooze is hurt, and again, you are hurt anytime anything touches your ooze. The ooze roars for like a millionty billion years, and you just stand there and you're unable to do anything, including attack. So you can't attack the thing that's hurting you. You just have to deal with it or run away from it. That's really bad here, because these mice spawn constantly, and if they're touching your ooze, it roars. They spawn out of what I call the mouse hotel, and you just have to constantly keep ooze punching into this mouse hotel and try and get them away from you, while also hitting the snake, which has a very small window of attack. Alright, that's that level. You have 2 attacks. You have your ooze punch, and you have a spit, which is very gross sounding. You know, you're that's my spit. It's an actual attack. This game is gross. This game is...
your spit, it it uses part of your body, so once you get too small, you can no longer use it.
Yeah, because when, you know, if you're low on ooze, you can't spit, which is just a factor of reality. I think we all know that. I've lost a lot of ooze. I should be good, though. You also, if you're low on ooze, you buzz, which is another factor of reality. If you are low on ooze, you buzz. If that's never happened to you, then you're lucky to have never been low on ooze. We'll be spitting for the most part, because the ooze punch slows you down. Oh my god! I can't believe I'm already going to game over on the freaking game. The timing on all of that right there is really tight.
Yeah, just between dodging the fan blades, dodging the bursts, and then you have that soldier in the middle.
Well, we're not going to be over time anymore after this. My win rate for this game is 1/10 of the time I get to complete this game. That is not a joke. I don't, like, reset when I play this game. I don't reset it anytime I'm going slow. I try and beat it as often as I can, and my win rate is 10%. Liz, why did you submit this video game? That's a good question, viewer. I don't know why you're in my head. Is this game already driving me crazy? Anyway, so, yes, it's really hard. Like, really hard. And, yeah, I probably shouldn't be submitting it to marathons in that case. But, like, hey, it's fun.
And you have an amazing record for marathons in this game.
I do. I've literally never lost a single run in a marathon before. Which, hey, first time for everything. I have one life left, and if I die, that's it. I'm done. There are no continues in this video game. There are just lives. And it's a situation where if I can't complete it like this, then it's fine, because there are codes. I can use a code to get back to this level or that level. Which, again, I will try my darndest. Yes! Not to, game over. And, listen, I know y'all in chat aren't believing in me right now, which is really not cool. Hashtag Ooze is out for Liz. I don't know. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooze is really awkward to control with the Ooze punches. I'm gonna grab one more for y'all. Yes! You don't need to grab that one, but why not? It's fun. Listen, we're all having fun here. The way this game works is that there are 5 worlds. Each world, except for the last one, has 3 levels. The last level on this world, on each world, is the boss. This boss is one where you can soft lock on it, and you will have to die. So I'm going to grab as much ooze as I possibly can. Because if you run out of ooze on it, you die, and you have to spit in order to hit it. So, let's do this. We got this. I believe. Hashtag I believe in the ooze. You like dancing? Dance! Dance for my entertainment! Thank you. So, here's the eyeball boss. The fastest and easiest way is to just spit wildly and randomly when it's off screen, because you kind of can't see it. But it's shooting what I call the soap bubbles, which can easily kill you. One-hit kills, remember. Okay, going good so far. So then there's another question. Liz, this is bad games block. Yes. Is this game bad? So I said this earlier when I was running Lizstar. I am playing every single Genesis game ever made, and then I'm also rating them all. I gave this game a 5.5 out of 10, just because I love it so much. This game would be a... If it had continues, it would probably be an 8 out of 10, like a serious underrated classic. And if it fixed its fatal flaws, you could attack when you ooze, you had a bit of a life bar if things hit your head, this game would legitimately be one of the best games on the Sega Genesis. Why? Well, A, it's really unique. It's really cool. Like, okay, yeah, it's super grungy and gross. But, like, it's the 90s.
That's kind of its charm.
That's its charm, exactly. This is the most Genesis game to ever blast a process. Like, it is so grungy and gross and weird, and the music is, like, awesome grunge metal. Like, this soundtrack, right now, I'm gonna be quiet for just a moment so you can hear it. It's really good. Like, I headbang to this. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't know any other game that has a soundtrack of this, like, that sounds anything like this. I love it.
Definitely. This game, by the way, is made by Sega Technical Institute, or STI, who are one of my favorite developers on the console. They are infamous for the games that they made. Basically, so I'm going to tell you the story of STI. STI is basically a supergroup of Sega programmers and developers. They took all their best talent and put it there, and sent Sega Team over to work with them. And that is how... Oh my god, these things are terrifying me. Holy moly! Okay. That is how we got Sonic 2. This group made Sonic 2. The same people who made this game, they made Sonic 2. I am not joking. Other games that they made after that, they didn't make Sonic 3 because even though they were in the same building, Sonic Team stopped working with STI at that time because they had creative differences. Other things they made were Comic Zone, made right before this using a lot of the same sound effects. Kid Chameleon, a really good game. What else did they make? Sonic Spinball, good stuff. Comic Zone has the same issue where if it was less difficult, it would be one of the best games I mean, it already is like one of the best games on console. But
Yeah, very unique.
Yeah, but it would be even better if it wasn't as hard as it is. It is so hard because again, no continues. What else do they make? Oh yeah, the classic Green Dog the Surfer dude is not as good as the others, but it's something. I like it actually. I think it's not that bad. I think that it's kind of over mocked. Oh my god, that fly almost killed me. Holy crap.
Those flies are really scary because they, normally they'll just like take some little bit of ooze from the outside of your body, but they can spawn within your body and then they just go straight for your head and you die.
Yeah, which is very nearly what happened there. The game is pretty hard in the first few worlds, and then it kicks it up to the next world, which is the hardest, including the boss. We will get to that when we get to it, trust me. The gameplay is pretty simple, obviously. You're just going through a bunch of levels, hitting switches to try and progress, explore more of the level.
I still don't know how you ever routed this without all these mazes.
It took me literally a week. I am the first person to run this game. In fact, well, I'm not the only person to run this game. I can't say that. But I am the first person, kind of. I routed this game by myself because no one had run it before and I wanted to. And at the same time I was routing this game, there was someone else routing this game. Yanti, or the Raven's Table, was also routing this game. She looked at it and went, "Oh, no one's run this game before. I think I'll do it." Oh my god. Cassie, help. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. That is the face hugger. If it gets on you, you're done, basically. It moves anytime you move. So if you can stop and just stare at it and then just stare at your demise, you are done. You can very barely like hit it sometimes. The idea is to let it crack out of its shell and then spit it before it gets to you. But I missed. That was my life flashed.
That was
my
very
eyes.
scary.
Anyway, Yanpi runs this game too. I currently have world record, which is a 33. She and I independently routed this game and then combined our routes to make a better route after we both realized we were both running it. Which is good for speedrunning, because a lot of people are like, "No, my world record!" and then they board their route, which is really silly. Also, yes, welcome to toilets. Grungy. Welcome to the 90s. Next up in this toilet room is a very weird... Basically, the only way to do this, immediately there's a bunch of facehuggers, and you're like, "Oh, I need to go for that poison." If you go for the poison, you make it too slow and you die. There is a hidden speed up, again, that is hidden behind the wall. If you go for the wall, then the poison, you can make it in time. Otherwise, you can't, so you have to know that's there. Foo boy. We're almost to the end of this world. And then I can get an extra life. Going a little slow just to be safe. These oh my god! Holy guacamole! Okay, those explosions, I am literally the least amount of damage before you die.
You are so tiny right now.
Okay. Those explosions go through your ooze and will kill you. Anything fire goes through ooze. Another factor of life force. We were taught that in science class. Welcome to the Labyrinth of the Toilet. It's literally a giant circular labyrinth, like the classical labyrinth with a toilet in the middle. Which gives me the question, who built this lab? And did they hate the fact that people had to pee so much that they made the toilet, like, Can you imagine working this lab and you're like, oh, I gotta go through the bathroom, and you have to walk through a winding labyrinth with, like, robots staring at you and judging you? And you're just like, this is the most uncomfortable thing ever.
Like, everything we've heard about this corporation so far, it seems par for the course.
It is quite a questionable thing. So here we are. Here's another ooze. This ooze belches spiders at you. Again, 90s. If these spiders touch you, you cannot attack because again, your ooze roars. If this explosion touches you, you cannot attack. It's just RNG how often he spits it out and where the fire goes. That was pretty not great RNG, all things considered. Alright, hardest world in the game. Probably die. Who designed this lab? Jeff Bezos? Anyway, this level is filled with things that will kill you in one hit. Go through your ooze. A lot of the time beforehand, we had creatures and things that would not go through your ooze, like they'd stop at it, but now it's all fire, all electricity, all robots that explode. Here is a life. Thank God. The dream is still here. Jeff Bezos. Good! Get that person a medal. Anyway, this world was like the hardest for me to learn.
It's just full of secret passages and
it's a lot of narrow passages, a lot of traps. That, like, you know, it warns you. You have the exclamation point saying danger. If you go towards that, you die. These enemies are a nightmare. Everything explodes. There are some enemies that are hidden, like that one. It is a game that is it's not hard on accident. It is hard on purpose. This is very designed to be brutal. These spiders will just eat you immediately if they're on you. Now, Liz, you're definitely playing this game up. I will never try it. No! Please play this video game. I love it. Like, yes, I've been talking about how hard it is, and that is not very good. I gave it a 5.5. I think I gave Comic Zone worse, actually, which is interesting, considering most people love Comic Zone, but not this. I love it. You should definitely try it out. It took me literally a week of straight play to beat. I was doing nothing but streaming the ooze. And to be fair, I was also routing it at the same time, which turned out to be a bad idea. I will explain that in a moment.
But even at the time, like, there wasn't even any long plays that were past the first world.
Yeah, there was barely anything on this game. I found a few things, but for the most part, I was on my own. I'm exploding these things, by the way, before I get to them, because again, they can just very suddenly kill you and go through all of your ooze. There are faster ways to go around them. I'm not taking my chances. This is a marathon run.
They are very risky.
I'm playing incredibly safe right now. Usually I run past most of them like this. And like, it haunts me every time, like my heart stops. Okay, so there's another scary thing coming up in a second. As you can see, I am fast, and you cannot spit while fast, which is another thing. There's a enemy down there. If you run into that while you're fast, you're dead. The idea is you spit at it. You can't punch it, you have to spit at it. But you can't spit while you're fast, so a lot of times I'm running this game and I lose a run to that because I'm like, okay, time to spit, and then I die. Because I'm like, oh snap, I'm fast. Again, it's just a scientific factor of the universe, can't spit while fast. Now, I kind of want to tell the story of how I learned this game, or why I played this game to begin with. I wasn't doing Genesis Quest at the time, where I'm playing every Genesis game. I was the Genesis Queen. I play a lot of Genesis games. I speedrun a lot of Genesis games. I've always been known for that. Someone comes in my chat says, Liz, you should play the Ooze. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't think I want to do it. I was pretty sure what he meant was the Ooze, like, from, Action 52. Which, no thank you. I'm good. And then they're like, tell you what, I bet you can't play the Ooze for more than 10 minutes. So when you're on, I played the Ooze, and then as soon as I played it, I went, I love this. I'm going to route it and learn how to speedrun it. So I won that bet.
Their mistake, but our game.
And the world was much better for having Ooze runs in it. I run this game for any marathon at any opportunity. You have to hit that twice for some reason, which always confuses me. That can kill you. Like, it's just... Oh. Okay, alright. Sometimes I get stuck on that because I get hit from multiple angles and I'm roaring. There's an enemy down here, which if you don't know it's there, will immediately kill you. Very mean of the game. Okay, I think I might go for a safety strat here, which might be more dangerous than not, actually. Let's answer it while fast. Okay, so I killed these robots because there's a life right here. I don't want to game over. That's the biggest thing. I want to beat this game without gaming over. I want to beat it fast without gaming over. Are we going fast? You know. Anyway.
Going pretty fast.
I'm going pretty fast. I bet you literally every single person. There are 2,999 people watching this, and none of them will be able to beat this game before I am. It's fast. Alright, it's relatively fast. Like I said, my world record is 33 minutes. I give it a 40-minute timestamp every time, or estimate every time, just in case. This is a very dangerous situation here. These things will kill you if they go on you, so you have to be very careful about that. Okay, so that thing, it's just a heart of the card situation. If you move the same time every time, it won't kill you, but it feels like it will, so every time my heart stops slightly. Oh gosh. I've been submitting this game to GDQ every year for the past, like, 2 or 3 years. So, I'm hoping... Oh! I'm hoping... Come on, there we go. That, this year's my year. I'm submitting it again, of course. I'm hoping for a Bad Games block. Wish me luck, everyone.
Good luck. I want to see this there.
What? Okay. Although it is now on a GDQ channel, so I've technically won. There's that thing hiding in there that will kill you immediately because it has an electrical field around it. Again, this game is mean and tries to get you with cheap kills all the time. Another one of its fatal flaws.
Yeah, as if this game wasn't hard enough, it's just full of beginner traps and little gotchas everywhere.
Yeah. Now we're going up on the hardest boss in this game. The hardest part in this game. When I first learned this game... oh. Come on, there we go. When I first learned this game, like I said, I learned it, Hi, how's it going? I have a deep voice. Some women do. I know, it's weird. Anyway, so when I first learned this game, what's the word? Now I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was doing it when I first played this game. I learned it at the same time. I routed it, everything. Before I even beat it, I routed it, which turned out to be a mistake because of this level. This level, and I'm not joking, made me cry. I broke down on stream crying because of this level, because this boss seemed like RNG.
I mean, this boss still is RNG.
It is still basically RNG, whether or not you can hit it. However, if I'm being very cautious, it's a little bit better. by like baiting him into attacking certain areas. That lightning can kill you in one hit. So if I go back and forth between these two, okay, it attacks in random directions, and after a while, you see it's attacking kind of slow. You're like, Liz, what are you talking about? This is fine. Quit being a pansy. After a while, it attacks really fast.
Yeah, as you destroy more of these little towers, it gets very, 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 very quick, and there's no time to react.
Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. That scared me. That scared me a lot. Now up here, there isn't really anywhere you can run. There's nowhere you can hide. It will find you. So I just found a location. Yeah, there was no way I could react to that. I found locations where they can sometimes, like, not attack as often. But obviously, that's not the case.
But no guarantees.
Yeah, people talking in chat about it. There have been a lot of cis women in here who have been harassed and for being trans when they have deep voices. Like, oh, sorry, I'll be chill. Sorry. Anyway, this game gets me a little bit upset when I get to this boss as I get brought back.
We did find, we don't know what causes it, but there is a glitch or a bug that will cause this electric orb to either not spawn or it spawns down in the area below the current screen. So we've reproduced it a couple of times completely randomly when we're trying for it, but
no, oh my god. Oh, okay, sorry. Please continue. Please continue, Cassie.
But yeah, if we can ever figure out how to consistently make this boss not spawn this little ball of electricity, this game just becomes so much more possible. Because this is the scary wall. This is the make or break point.
I have a glitch hunter friend who I have offered money. Nick's report. He found all the glitches for the next game that I'm running. Right after this, which is Darkened Sky. He found all the glitches for that game. I paid him. I offered him money to figure out how to consistently do the glitch. I have a few videos of it on my stream, but I do not know. Oh my god. Okay. Whew. We're in the clear. We're here. We're good. We're golden.
Yeah, once you get here, it's just going to keep on shooting off to the right side, so you're safe, but
if you try to attack forward and like run against it, it will explode and kill you. Oh. Let's play a video game. Next up is, it's not nearly as hard as the last world, but it's still pretty hard. Also, the best music in the game. This track is so good. It is the bomb diggity, even. And if you don't think so, then you're wiggity wiggity whack. I'm a 90s kid. These are our new enemies that we see. Oh, I love this music. It's really good. And these things here, oh my god, okay. These are the Yellow Devils. I call them the Yellow Devils because they are the devil, and they are yellow. Also, Mega Man reference. I'm a huge Mega Man fan. The Yellow Devils, if they are anywhere close to you, explode, and then the explosion will chase you forever. It will chase you to the ends of the earth.
Around corners, it doesn't matter where.
Yeah. Sometimes you can get lucky and their AI weirds out. If you miss the punch, they'll explode. If you get close to them, they'll explode. So basically, you just have to hit them before they hit you, and hope you don't miss. I am the world record holder for Mega Man. Hey, how you doing? Listen, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I'm the world record holder of Mega Man 3 for golf. And yeah, that means I'm pretty awesome. I'm also the record holder for the Mega Man holder, the world record holder for the famous, wonderful video game The Ooze. If anyone wants to try and beat my... Also, for Darkened Sky, I have a lot of world records of really not great games. If anyone wants to beat any of my records, please try. I really want more runners of The Ooze. There's no, like, tutorial or anything. I don't know how I'd make a tutorial for the Ooze. I'm making one for Lizstar, though. It should be up soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The biggest thing I can say for this game is play it for a while just to get used to the controls, because they are weird.
For real. Oh, I see someone saying that they will. Thank you. Please do. Something I have not mentioned about this game, it is absolutely slaughter on your hands. The tutorial for the Ooze is just the words, don't die. Yeah! They are. Don't run into fire. Don't do what I do during marathon runs. Don't set off the yellow devils. Okay. Whoa! Careful, friend. Sometimes they take like a lot of hits to kill, and sometimes they don't. It seems to be on an enemy basis. I'm not entirely sure what determines it. Each enemy, like each specific enemy, not like enemy type, has a certain number of hits that it takes. Alright, getting to the final levels now. Like I said earlier, this world has 4 levels instead of 3. Oh god, this really is killing my hands. Whew. And I have to play Darkened Sky next, which also kills my hands. What have I done? This spawns you in front of some yellow devils. Oh my god, that one was incredibly kind to me. Okay, got that one. These explosives, if you get close to them with your head, will explode. So you gotta be careful of that. Currently buzzing. These switches here, you're supposed to hit, sometimes don't spawn the first time you come through. I'm not sure why. Like, that one did not spawn, so I need to leave. Come back. And now it is there. I got no clue why that happens. But it does.
And pretty consistently, too.
Yeah, pretty consistent. It's a shame. Hurts world record runs. Aw, Faizu, I like you too. You're wonderful. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you, all of you, for watching. We've gone some wild places this run. But we managed to make it without gaming over. Which, of course, I knew I would. I had 1,000% faith in me. All of those deaths earlier were 1,000% intentional. I was just setting up RNG, and I was just throwing you all for a loop. I gotcha! You all thought I might die! But, Liz, that trickster Liz! What a trickster goblin that is. Please believe me. Alright, we're at the last stretch. These are the last yellow devils. Okay. Something to note, like I said earlier, there is 100% to this game. There are 51 DNA helixes. Some of them are really hard to obtain. I have no intentions to ever route 100%, but people really, really want me to.
Like, some you have to get on bonus levels that are timed and you only get one shot at them.
Yeah, that's the main issue. Alright, so here's a minefield. You have to go through it the right way or else you get sent back. Okay, gotta be careful with this thing. Oh, no! Ah, darn. Okay, well that's honestly fine, because that gives me Ooze. I was running out of Ooze and I was a little worried. I have 2 lives. Should be good.
Yeah, this is decent shape for this part.
How am I doing on time, Cassie?
You're just coming up at 38.
Okay, well, if I'm lucky and good, which I'm not, I will get underestimated. But it's okay because we're ahead. That was the entire intention. Please believe me. So this level is the final level. Like I said at the very beginning of this run, there's a virus This is where they are making the virus and keeping it. We are trying to stop them from releasing it and destroying all of everyone in the world. So we're about to come up on the CEO himself and take him out. And he has the best sound clip ever. So the way he starts is you want to hit him once, and then you have these. And then he goes, ah, which is great. I found a strategy for this that I can't remember how I did it.
I was just thinking that, and I'm trying to remember it. I've only seen it the once.
Do you remember? Because like I theorized it. Oh right, it's this. You punch them both at the same time. They have a bit of like a cooldown on. Oh gosh, that nearly killed me. They have a bit of a cooldown. Okay. On how long it takes for them to explode. I actually found that out during my last practice run, and then it's been like a week, so I forgot. The CEO moves around. He's basically random, but he sometimes is really good at hunting you down. Now he takes 2 hits. Got him. Getting ready on time. We blow up his weird face on the wall. And time.
GG.
GG. You win! If you game over, that says you lose. That's what you get for winning. What you get for winning, for beating this really hard video game with no continues, and that constantly wants you dead, is this screen. When you game over, it's exactly this screen, except it's the CEO. But in this case, you're captured by the FBI. That's your victory. Hope you enjoyed. Did you enjoy playing this video game? Because that's what you get. It's okay. I deserve it. Thank you all for watching. That's the Ooze. I love this game. We went some wild places. And thank you, Cassie.
Your marathon record is still intact.
My marathon record is still intact, and I was below estimate. For a game that has a literally 10% win rate, I'm doing shockingly well. I'm coming for you next, GDQ. Anyway, love you all, and thank you all so much. I love being here for Frame Cows and showcasing some amazing games on awesome Games Block. Definitely not awful Games Block. Oh, is it Kuso Block here? Okay. Well, this is cool So Block. Anyway, that's my last game. I'm never playing anything else. Next up is Lizstar. She will be playing Darkened Sky, so stay tuned for that. It's Liz Block here. Stay tuned for that. Love y'all.